spark here at the end of the regular season. They've dropped 2 in a row in 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, I mean, the last road trip, Minnesota gets a win against Dallas, but then ran into some roadblocks in Detroit and Philadelphia. Getting a win here would be really important for Minnesota to get back on track.
Hornets bring it up here. This is the #1 offense in the NBA since late January. Of course, the Wolves with the #1 defense over the last 9 games. The Wolves force a miss, but there is a pesky offensive rebound for the Hornets, something they're exceptional in doing.
And there's Julius Randle people on the floor, but LaMelo Ball 1 and Brandon Miller 2.
And the Wolves are without arguably their 2 best perimeter defenders in Jaden and Anthony Edwards. Into the paint, the spin for Knipple. Puts it up and rolls out, and Gobert cleans up the rebound.
Mike Conley did make the start against Minnesota in Charlotte. Anthony Edwards did not play in that game either.
That's right.
He was on a stretch where he had missed 4 games, and Minnesota actually played pretty well in that stretch. Got a couple wins against Charlotte and the Brooklyn Nets on that road trip.
Conley dancing off the Gobert screen. Now Julius, left side 3. Missed it. Rebound to Brandon Miller. His 3rd year out of Alabama. Here's Ball. Hangs off the Diabate. Now Ball in the corner. The high arcing 3. Traps in. A corner 3 for LaMelo Ball. Number 3 in the NBA in 3-pointers made this season. He'll take 10 a game, 2nd most in the NBA. Bridges rips down the rebound. Here come the Hornets on the push. Up 3-0. Floater for Miller. He hits that 5-0. Charlotte.
Well, one thing you better do if you're playing against the Charlotte Hornets is make shots. And you preferably like to make 3-point shots because they lead the NBA in 3-point differential, 3.5. That's a lot.
That's a big number. Over 10 points a game as Dante drains a 3.
Right on time.
Dante hit 5 threes in the first meeting. Yikes. Left all alone, Moussa Diabate. As Rudy got knocked down at the top of the key.
Kind of getting that knee back in shape. You can see him kind of working to see if it's still going up and down or not.
Dante for 2 in a row. Yes, sir.
Oh, baby.
So he's 5 for 12 in the first meeting. He's 2 for 2 here tonight. 3-point shooting just 35% since March 1st. Bulls force a miss. Here comes Randle. Down by 1. Bumps by Diabate. Kick out Conley, left side 3. Yes! Mike Conley was 4 for 7 in his last game. That was Thursday in Detroit. Brandon Miller. Miller hesitates, rises. Didn't knock himself out of rhythm there. Snaps a 9-2 Timberwolves run. Tied at 9. Conley off the Randle screen, looking for 2 in a row, just like Dante. How about the Wolves starting backcourt tonight, 4 for 4 from long range.
That's really helpful. Mike hit 4 threes in Detroit.
Bridges able to answer an angle 3. Shooting 33% of the season from deep. Again, during this turnaround for the Hornets, they're averaging 18 made 3s a game. That's #1 in the league. And you're right, you better match that at the other end.
You better do it. Minnesota's done a great job here early on.
Randle against Diabate. Kick out Dante. Catch and shoot again. This one offline. Dante couldn't squeeze the offensive rebound.
Oh, he almost did, though.
Yeah, he did.
He picks up a foul
by Dante. That's something Chris Finch just touched on pregame tonight, talking about how Dante can help get himself going when that outside shot isn't down. Doing some of the little things that he's been doing all season, but has kind of drifted away from over the last couple of weeks.
It's not a good matchup for Mike Conley to be dealing with Miles Bridges as Bridges gets the off-mic out.
3-point play for Miles Bridges, now in his 7th season out of Michigan State.
I mean, who do you leave open if you were going to try to kick him out? I mean, Brandon Miller's a good 3-point shooter. You don't want to leave LaMelo Ball or Knipple.
Yep.
You just live with the results. 2's better than 3.
Randle for the tie. Hits. He joins the party.
Minnesota already 5 of 8 from outside the arc.
That's all they're shooting so far tonight. Inside layup. No, he lost it on the way up. That was Knipple.
Mike had something to do with that. Reached in there and kind of dislodged the basketball.
Randle's got some space. He'll drive in, kick out. Io extra pass. Dante right back. Asumu the drive. Kick out and...
I mean, Doug West made 3, Sidney Lowe made 2, Brad Lowehouse and Adrian Branch both made 1 apiece.
Right, so who led?
How much the game has changed.
You know what also happened that season. The Wolves and the Hornets were in the same division. They faced off 4 times.
Yes. They came in the league at the same time, that expansion year, those 4 teams.
The one trip.
Orlando and Miami.
The one time Charlotte was in the Western Conference. Oh, Mike able to save it, but LaMelo Ball comes away with it. I'm not sure that shot clock should have reset. 3 ball's good. Ball knocks down his second.
Sometimes why? I mean, you have to try to save it if you're Mike, but you'd like to have somebody open to throw it to.
And I guess he would have
down to the other end of the floor if you're going to do that, because like right there, he gave it to him in a scoring zone.
Randall misses on the 3. Yeah, by Mike saving it, I guess he has possession right there. Yeah, Dante read that perfectly.
They were hunting Mike again that time because Musa Diabate had ran the floor and Mike was getting posted up. Great job by DiVincenzo.
Randall against Con Knippel. Hanging a kick out, and he threw it right into the backcourt. Wolves trail by 3. They turned it over on 3 of their last 4 possessions. Still, every shot they've taken has come from beyond the arc. All 9. Nas about to change that. Off the back iron, no. Nas has got his own miss. Put back, off the heel. It'll stay Minnesota basketball. He'll get a 3rd crack at it.
It is for this game stretch. You tend to get on the scouting report.
Late clock situation. Highland pops on the 3. That thing was halfway down. 18-15, Charlotte on top. Grant Williams into the game. Miller, good crossover. Out to Williams. Now Ball. Run off the 3-point line. Brandon Miller wide open on a corner 3. Well, Charlotte beats you on catch and shoot 3s, pull up 3s, wide open 3s, corner 3s, their 3rd best. I mean, they're top 5 in all 4 of those categories. Io steps through, scoops off glass and got it for 2. 50 finish.
That was a hard shot, too. Did a great job driving LaMelo Ball and made the hard finish.
Ball misses a 3. He's 2 of 4 from distance. Hornets by 4. He spins off the Gobert string, pops on the 3. It was online, but short. Again, he attacks his own miss, but couldn't squeeze it. Here's Grant Williams. To the corner, Miller again. This one's going to be offline. Hits the side of the backboard, comes right back to him. Now Ball, angle 3, yeah. That's a tough break.
What you should do, though, the shot comes back to him. Instead of trying to create, overhandle the basketball, just get it out to a 3-point shooter.
7-point Charlotte lead. Reed against Miller, lowers the shoulder. Spins up with a right hand, no. Tipped by Rudy, that wouldn't drop. Gobert's got it. His putback off glass for 2, count it. Terrific effort, Nas and Rudy banging on the board.